Let's give everybody a couple minutes to jump in. We'll get started. Hey, what's up, Trumpet? How you doing? Doing good, man. A lot going on out there. A lot going on in the world right now. Yeah, I had one of those days today where I got some information today, so I thought I'd jump on and see if anybody wanted to listen. I can't really go into that much detail, but wow, it was some big stuff today. So I just wanted to check out and see if anybody want to jump on. And I've never done a stream this late before. Usually I get started a lot earlier. So fighting hard. Yeah, man. The war is real. Let me tell you, the war is real. So I am absolutely more convinced than I've ever been that there is a much bigger war going on right now, and it's being fought physically in places like Antarctica and under the ocean and off planet. And there is a lot going on right now up there. And the veil is definitely getting thinner and thinner. More of the information is starting to come out. More of it's coming into our consciousness. There's layers upon layers of the psychological operation that's going on right now. So you may see something and there's like 5 or 6 different layers of the psyop on that information. So many nuances and little details that are baked into the narrative, right? And I had a thought today just about like what was one thing that I wonder if we have this secret space thing going on. Okay, if there is a such thing and there's like a benevolent Earth Alliance type space force that's possibly run through a certain part of the military industrial complex, like a positive part, do they have what I would call like a spiritual warfare division, right, where they actually have like all the positive, benevolent, like seeking of the light style of like spiritual things like that light workers would do, like say crystals and ayahuasca and pyramid structures. If you just took all the most powerful esoteric spiritual type devices and just built like a spiritual warfare division, grabbed all the most highest vibrational people, okay, and said just give them enough of the information so that they know that they're fighting for the light, and then have them like kind of like if you took, and I'm just going to use this example, like say you just took like the Cobra style, large meditation thing and militarized that for positive purposes. I wonder if they have that. And that's just the thought that I'm trying to figure out, that I was thinking about was, does the MIC have like a spiritual warfare division? And if so, that would be interesting to find out how they do that, how like they could use that. Now, I know that there's definitely groups that protect certain places on Earth. I have a story that actually happened to me where I think I've told this story before, but basically I tried to remote view into underneath a structure that I thought had some serious stuff going on. And I think I was repelled by some sort of a consciousness that shot like a beam of heat through my brain. Okay. When I tried to do that. So I believe that that type of warfare exists for possibly for certain groups, malevolent type groups. So I wonder, there's got to be some sort of a counter to that that could be even way better, because you can use love and positive high vibration, and imagine what you could do with that. So I wonder, so my total just thought process, not based on any real world information I have about this, just thinking out loud, what if, or is there a spiritual warfare division of the military industrial complex that can uh, try to shoot like love energy and good high vibes down into the deepest, darkest pit and zap out, and just like make it difficult for the low vibrational type activities that are happening there. Is that a thing? Or if it's not, should it be, or could you do that? What would that entail if it's not being done? Like, think about how cool that would be to have a positive psychic force that could do good things. Now I know that they've done remote viewing in the past. They've done all these experiments. The CIA remote viewed Mars. They admitted that came out. So I just think about that stuff like that. How we could use like light work type things and activities and meditation to win the spiritual war that seems to be going on. That's being fought. This big war going on. There's parts of it that are being fought in space. There's parts of it that are being fought underground. There's parts of it in the ocean, and then there's parts of it that are being fought interdimensionally and through emotions. And it's just it's so many levels. It seems like it's so much bigger than the worldview that we've been given about the this battle that's going on, right? This what you want to call it, like this battle between good and evil, World War III, whatever we're in right now. We're in something in a war fighting domain type situation. So I just wonder, why can't we have positive light worker groups that are more, maybe a little more structure, a little more resources, could assist with these operations. Like, for example, let's say that you're about to do an op, right? You're sending your boys down there into this underground pit to, like, blast some reptilians or something. Okay. So wouldn't it be a great idea if you could be shooting love and light energy and coordinating it in like a militaristic fashion, like, well, I love you, and then like blow them away, like at the same, or whatever however they do it. I don't know exactly how it works, but they somehow use the high vibes and the love energy to neutralize and weaken their energy, or maybe they're already doing that. Maybe that's a collaborative thing that's going on, right? Wouldn't that make sense for that to be going on already? If there's millions of ships from the Galactic Federation up there right now, that's got to be pretty much something like that's going on. I want to be on that team. I think we all need to get on that team. We need to synchronize this thing, and when it's the right time, we need to hit the right spots with the love and light and make it happen. And that's kind of where I'm going. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. I'd take part in that. If a branch of the military, was willing to entrust us with being able to do that, I'd certainly take part in something like that on behalf of my Earth brethren of all types, and sisters and everything. So I would love to do that. So anyways, I'm just going to give a quick update here. I got a few people watching now, a few people hanging out. So I got a big old chunk of moldavite here. This is a righteous piece of moldavite that I got. I bought it from eBay, paid about $400 about $450 encased in silver, bought a little silver necklace to go with it. Give my quick review. So I got this right during the solstice that occurred it was a couple weeks ago, right in May, and I charged it in the moon. First, I cleansed it in the sun. I charged it in the moon, and I went out and did some meditations during a full moon night. And it was a nice warm night. And man, I had this thing baking. It was like in the heart, okay, connecting with the heart, you know, activating the third eye chakra, all that stuff, all that going on with the multivite. Okay, so look, I'm a business dude. Okay, I'm not. I don't do this all day long, but I'm going to tell you straight up that from both sides you have the right brain, the left brain, the spiritual and the logical. Okay, there's something going on. Moldavite, it's green. It's the color of the heart chakra, right? Connection there. Got that going for it. So there's just a lot of things that I like playing with stones, man. I enjoy it. I think it's a cool hobby. I think there's something really exciting when you start to understand them more. I need to learn more about it. And I heard this one is really powerful. There's another one that's supposedly really good for the third eye as well. And I was thinking about perhaps making like a circlet or like a crown of silver, and then putting in some of these stones around it, right around my head. So I purposely got a little bit longer chain for this, and I got the, maybe do something here, and just really charge it up and triple the power, right? So I think think stuff like that's fun, and so I wanted to bring that up. So that's my quick little update. I just wanted to come on and just throw a few things out there. I miss getting on YouTube. I haven't done it a lot of stuff going on right now, but it's really fun to hang out and just throw some stuff out there. My life's been changed for the positive just by having a little YouTube channel, because some of the comments that I've gotten have led me on to other things and opened my mind to stuff. So I think I really appreciate that. And it's such a positive vibe to have that kind of community, even if it's a smaller community. At this moment, I haven't put a lot of effort into this channel, so I figure someday if I do, it could get big, right? I'd get way better production value, of course. But for now, when I jump on, I usually have something to say. So I don't want to go into too much detail about what got me inspired today, but I'll just say that I had a talk today with somebody that I've spoken with a couple times in the past that I have a high level of trust, and I certainly don't want to do anything that would in any way, shape, or form jeopardize any aspect of any type of ongoing thing. So I'm going to be very vague at this point, but I just want to say that I think that there's a lot of the things that these esoteric type people, one that comes to mind recently would be like an Elena Danaan, who I've mentioned on the channel before. This guy, Sam, that channels the Galactic Federation. There's a few others that do this successfully. I can't think of all the names right now, but a lot of that stuff seems to be lining up with what's happening on the ground here. Now, some of the groups that we might be working with in the positive, or so I have to be really careful what I say, but there's definitely going to be surprises for everybody when this comes out, this kind of stuff. So we're going to be in a different world, hopefully just a few more years. Obviously, the situation on the ground here continues to deteriorate. Currently, we're having a lot of, in the mainstream, it looks dire. It doesn't look like a good situation, but I do think that there is a lot of unseen positives that are occurring right now, that some of these things about new systems being prepared for us and put in place, and alternative means of different services that you may have heard about, there could very well be some truth to that from what I'm hearing and from, knowledgeable people. So I'm very excited about the future. I think it's going to get better before it gets worse. That's kind of like my catchphrase lately. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. That's what I meant to say. I do think that it's going to continue to get more and more unbearable with politics and confusing and just like, oh my God, I don't want to watch this. We're watching these whatever clone doppelganger things pretend to be despicable people and craziness on levels that just seems unimaginable just a few years ago. And I get it. Trust me, I see all that. I get frustrated by it. I'm not happy about it. Do I think it's going to end tomorrow? No. But I do think at some point it's going to die out, and it's because most people don't want any of that kind of crap. Most people in the world don't want it. It's being pushed upon all people. I think most people realize, even the ones that are being kind of put into that they're trying to improve the image of, we'll say, are seeing that this is a negative agenda ultimately, and it's not really to help them too. I think people are seeing through it on both sides, on all sides of it, are seeing through it. Their power is diminishing. I do believe that. I've seen some things in my life that lead me to believe that every statistic is false, pretty much, that we see. So I think that we have a good opportunity right now to we are making a strong evolution. We are making a strong consciousness leap. Okay, 5 years ago, who were you 5 years ago? How far along have you come in the last 5 years? How much has your consciousness raised in the last 5 years? Okay, in the last 10 years. Now, how much better are you than you were 5 years ago mentally? I think that you're probably, if you're watching this right now, if you're one of my 14 subscribers at this moment that wanted to hang out at 12:05 Eastern time and talk and watch something, you could be anywhere in the world right now. So that's kind of my general consensus about it. And that's how I feel. We are all evolving more rapidly. And let's look back and see where we were. We are evolving very rapidly now. The consciousness is shifting. It is happening. We are not going to go to the NWO timeline. It's not going to happen. I do think that these demonic beings and whatever the hell is going on with these guys, they're gonna be very strong. It's like in a video game, you're fighting the boss, and the boss keeps seeming to get more and more powerful, but he's flashing because he's running out of energy. Okay, I think we're in the one of the flashing stages, maybe not the final flashing stage before the boss dies. The boss being the NWO reptilian collective, or whatever this thing is, AI controlled by that, whatever the fuck that is. Okay, whatever's going on, the situation. Of course, we have to work on ourselves. It's not like we're gonna just do this thing and knock this thing out, and then it's gonna solve every problem. There could be more problems after that in the power vacuum. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, I hope it's peaceful. Hope the Tesla towers roll out and everybody's happy, and the earth changes aren't so severe, and we can neutralize the jabby jab in time. We got a lot of problems. Okay, I'm not saying everything's perfect either, but so assuming that we can figure all this stuff out, we also have to raise our consciousness and live in nature and balance and harmony with the planet, of course. Nobody's saying that we're not going to do that. I think we're just kind of saying that, hey, elites, we know that it's a pole shift and a consciousness shift, not your BS global warming, right? It's a different thing. So, well, you know, I think that was a pretty good run we had there. I'm not sure exactly how long that was, but I felt pretty successful about what I just said. I felt that pretty good. So I'll read a couple comments here. You know, legal fiction realm must be removed. Of course, Trumpet. Yes. We change every day. We change every day. We're building a parallel everything. We are, Earth Mike. Thank you. Thank you for posting that. Yeah, he does at the end. Do you engage with your live chat? Yeah, Bernard, I am absolutely going to engage. If you guys want to talk a little bit, let's see what we got here. I am Burn Eye, the mind's third eye, science guy. I'm partnering with Alien Scientist Channel. What is your contact information? You know, we can talk offline. I'm not sure exactly how to do that right now, but I'll get in contact with you. So yeah, I really want to interact more. I'm gonna comb my hair and do a better presentation at some point. But I like to jump on and just connect with you guys. And I feel like the energy right now, and I do feel a lot of energy. It's the solstice. Well, actually, the solstice just technically ended here a few minutes ago. I started on the solstice. I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling that it's kind of it's an exciting vibe today. A lot of things today didn't let me down. Just put it that way. So thank you so much, guys. I'll jump off now, and I thank you. Namaste, and I'd like to do a meditation soon. Hope maybe we can set that up if I get off my butt and get some more content going on this channel. I would love to do some meditations if you guys are interested. That would be awesome. Thank you so much.